Ta-da!
It's
Ready.
recap time. So, what page are we on? Oh my gosh, we're on page 7 this week. This episode is all about the morning ritual, and it's the 7th page of the Creativity Guide Discovering Your Inner Harvest. Created with love. And if you'd like to get your copy, the link is in the bio. And all you have to do is put your email in, and you'll get it right away to print it out and come along on this journey of embodying autumn deeper and deeper each week. It's been such a joy.
Yes.
uh, did I
So
miss anything? I think
fun.
that's it. That's our recap.
Yeah.
That's
Get
our
right
recap.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
So,
been waiting for this page patiently every week. I'm like, morning ritual? Morning
morning
ritual? So
ritual.
it's
Is the
here.
morning ritual.
It's arrived.
I love
So
it.
here we go.
Yeah, very cool. Do you want to do nature inspired feelings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go
I think
first?
you
Go
should go
first.
first.
Yeah, I could feel it. Like nudge, 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 nudge. Okay. I am feeling I am feeling like the grass after a doe is resting on the grass and gets up. I'm the warm, flat, circular. Yeah, that's me today.
Like warm pressed dough
Pressed,
grass.
warm pressed doe grass.
You. Oh my god, that's the cutest thing ever.
I feel very loved, very held today.
I really, really like that.
How about you,
It's
Lori? How are
lovely.
you feeling?
How am I feeling? It's interesting. How to describe this? The opposite of the actual weather today, which was super windy. I'm feeling, hmm, still feeling that warm, glowy feeling. It's been sort of a theme. So, how do I want to express that? I think like my nature inspired feeling is going to be um hot spring, like, but not, I think and I think that I've used this before, maybe even last week it was, but not the water, it's the steam. it's the
Ah,
it's the steam coming off and like evaporating into the air. So it's just another
mm,
aspect of, I think, my previous one, because I'm still in that feeling. I'm still in this like warm water. So
mm.
I'm
I like that, and I can
evaporating.
like feel it. I can feel like breathing it in, and like how, like especially as things get drier, it's like you just need that moisture, right? Like
Hmm.
warm steam. I also thought of when you're saying glowing, I thought of your sulfur, like that just came to mind.
I like want to buy a
Yeah.
piece of. It's from Michigan. It's a volcanic stone from Michigan. I think it's just a little bit north of here. I have to look. I'm not quite sure, but I want everyone to have this piece of sulfur to experience it. I wish I could like pass it around the room. We could all hold it.
Mm.
Yeah, it has that feeling for sure, and I hold it a lot, so maybe that's why I'm feeling that hot volcanic earth. Mm, yeah.
Feels wonderful.
Hmm. And Candace says that's beautiful, Sarah. Picturing it, yeah.
Mm.
Picturing the dough. Oh my gosh, like it's now left, but like the imprint is there.
Mm. Yeah. Good feelings
Beautiful.
today.
Yes.
If-
So if you'd like to share yours, you can in the comments, or if you're watching the replay, then you can also share or just think about what your nature inspired feeling is. So,
Yay.
Very mellow today. Shall I read the top of our page? Let's just get into it.
Yes.
I've
I
been
love
like
that
super
part.
excited to talk about this. Today's kind of a story time. It's just going to be
Yes.
a chat. And yeah, we'd invite you to play along if you'd like to. So, the morning ritual page says bring your inner harvest to your morning ritual or routine. For example, you can add warming spices like cinnamon to your beverage, look out the window to notice the changes from yesterday, or start a dream journal. In the space below, write down a few things that you will add to your morning. Got this little space, little journal
Ah.
here, little journal.
Little cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea to warm the soul. You're going to
This is
share
really
first
nice.
this time, Lori?
I can
Do
do
you want to
that.
share? Do you want to talk about
Or
it
we
a
could
little
just
bit
go back
first?
and forth.
Yeah.
I guess like you want to talk about what it brought up before we did the page, like any stories about morning routine in general that you have? Like I've got some of those. Do you have some?
Yeah, definitely. And before we begin, we do have a nature-inspired
We have a
feeling
nature
we
inspired
want to
feeling.
share.
You want to
So
read it?
Candace says, my nature-inspired feeling is walking in the rain in a deep, dense forest with mushrooms and ferns, enjoying a walk through the unknown.
So good.
Oh,
Candace,
it
you
feels
have such a good
magical.
one.
I like envision like really rich moss and just like that deep green.
Yeah. Yeah, you really put me right into the feeling of that.
Love that. Thanks for
Mhm.
sharing.
Words are
Yeah.
powerful.
Nature too. Weaving it all in.
Mhm. Mm.
So yeah, it definitely brought up a morning ritual, brought up some memories for me. I don't know. I would love to hear if anyone else has some synchronicities, but the first thing that came up was this cassette tape. I'm gonna age myself. This cassette tape I had as a kid, and it was your name, and it was like kids celebration or I don't know what it was called, but it was in the 80s, the 90s. And if anyone else had one of those, like for your name specifically cassettes, let us know because this is what came up. And there's a song on it, and I'll just like share just the beginning. But it was as soon as I opened it up, it like came to mind, and it goes, "Good morning, good morning, good morning, little one." And so I was just singing that over and over as I did my morning ritual. So,
That's
and
so sweet.
yeah. And so the song goes into how it's just a great day to be you, basically, and it has your name in it. So I'd love to hear if anyone else had uh, a memory that came up from their childhood of like waking up in the morning. I also got my mom like peering in saying, "Rise and shine." She used to do all the time. Um, so it just put me back there, and it was very very pleasant memories.
That's cool. Yeah, I like when we have pleasant nostalgia entering the cocoon. That's really sweet. I remember oatmeal. Now we can date this oatmeal. Um, with like the red packet that you could like draw on your oatmeal
We
with
were
your like red
just
whatever that
talking
was,
about
red
that.
jelly.
Yes, I
Now
was
that
just
is like
talking about that.
that's early soul art. That's like
Mhm.
the early days of soul art. I would just like because I loved drawing, and then we had like bread press things that you could like press in imprint into your bread and then put it
Yes.
in the toaster. And it was like a
Yes.
sunshine or something. Like
Your heart, yeah.
yes, this is 80s, 90s here. I love that. Yeah, I love that memories came up. I was in more recent years than childhood, but I love thinking of childhood mornings.
Mm.
It's sweet because it's just so, you know,
The positive,
I don't know, it's
reliving
just a
those
good feeling.
positive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it made me realize that the morning routines I've been in that were pretty like the same over the last 3 years are now about to change because my morning work,
Yes.
which was teaching online to children in China, has changed. And yeah, so I'm not going to be teaching those specific kids anymore. And hopefully it's going to be opening up to like a broader spectrum than like the world. Um, and but yeah, like the hours are changing, and then I also spent the last 12 days waking up at 4:30 in the morning and really having that experience of like I had to be online by 7, and it was cool cuz like I love when there's a structure where I have to be somewhere, but then I was like, but I really enjoyed being up that early. So it brought up this like new experience when I looked at this page of like, well, I thought I had a morning routine that I was pretty good with, but now I actually get to create it completely new, not based on like where I have to be and like by the time I have to be on the computer. So it felt fun to look at it from there. It's like a
Blank
new world.
slate. Blank
Yeah,
slate.
blank slate. And I
And
actually
I
didn't know that until today. I was like, oh my god, my morning routine is changing. Like this week it
well,
changed.
it's interesting you say that because I think it's a group feeling because morning rituals are really like people are going back into work that haven't been in
Mm,
a while, and I think it's kind of that time that the morning time is going to start looking different for a lot of
mm-hmm.
people out there. So
Right. Right.
um, that's exciting. That's exciting to recreate what your morning looks like.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So shall I share what I actually wrote then? I'll do that.
Yes, if you'd like to.
It, Candace says, Sarah, your voice is so soothing. It's
Oh, thank you, Candace.
so sweet.
That's sweet. Mm.
All right. All right. So I'll do like a little show and share.
Oh,
Let's see.
I love it.
Got a little sunshine at the bottom here. Got a little cocoon going on. And this is supposed to be like a piece of paper and then a book. And then I wrote out a little bit. I kept it simple because I do have quite a morning routine with
Mhm.
some ritual, but I felt like, especially now with with the scenes changing, of where I have to be, I can add in some new deliberate things. So the experience of waking up before sunrise was cool. I don't feel I need to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, but I
Did
wanna
that.
I know, but sunrise appreciation felt like a ritual that I could have. Like, um, even if I get up just in time to see it rising, and then I go into the bathroom and start my whole morning routine in there, because I do a lot of self care and like getting myself ready, and then I'm done. But this felt like something I could do either before that or get up real early and be done and like sit with the sun or the daylight, if the sun isn't coming up. But especially the last week, with the leaves finally glowing in their colors, it was such a gift. I was like, oh my god, I would have never seen this because I never wake up before sunrise. I'm always sleeping past it, and or I'm in the bathroom and I miss it completely. So, um, yeah, it just felt like that's my new opportunity. And then now that I don't have to be anywhere by a specific time, I thought I could do a time for reading, like have a deliberate maybe 10, 20 minutes or so to just read. Like I've got so many books that I'm part way through. I like to do that, and I could just pull one and read a few pages. Um, so if I do that, it doesn't have to be every day, but one of these things I think could be added into like the morning ritual time. And
Mm.
so I put journaling because I used to really enjoy creating my own prompts and answering them, much like what we've been doing.
Hmm.
I
Sounds familiar.
guess I was preparing. But then I also realized just before coming on here that I am officially done with the first level of the Soul Art certification, and I get to now enter the second level because I have 4 levels. And the second one is all about energy mapping. And so I put Soul Art classes because I haven't actually started it yet. So I get to like immerse myself. So, and being offline is what I wrote after that. Being offline times the growth. So if I'm doing soul art or I'm reading or I'm journaling, it's like all offline for just the morning and then start my day.
Yes.
So that's what I
De-
wrote.
ah, I love it. Ah, Candace says, "Wow, so exciting, Lori."
Thank
And
you.
Harrison joined us as well. Welcome to the cocoon. And yeah, I love the phrase you said, sit with the sun. Something about that. Just sit with the sun in the morning. Yeah. I think that's what you said.
Yeah, sit with it.
um, sit with
Appreciate
it.
it.
Yeah. And I love, we've been talking about this, that deliberate unplugging or, you know, not be, just quieting, deliberate quieting
Hmm.
uh, the soul and making it for the morning time is a great way to start the day.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I can't wait to hear how it goes, especially that everything's kind of opened up for you,
Yeah.
creating this new routine. Perfect timing.
It's perfect timing to have a routine because I definitely need to shift out. It's been, I guess it was almost 4 years of working in that schedule of um, needing to be on by a certain time, especially after daylight savings, right? It would get earlier, and but I'd be in like a rush. It wasn't like, yeah, I didn't feel like I got to really be in control of it. So it's interesting.
Now you get to choose.
I'm going to have fun
Mm.
experimenting with
Ah, that's Candace says deliberate quieting of the soul in the morning. I love that. Writing that one down.
that. Yes,
Yes, I
I
always
love
have
the
to
way you
write it
write it.
down
Mhm.
because it goes and it lands a bit longer if it's written down. So
Mhm.
mm, beautiful, beautiful.
That's
All right, well,
mine.
I love it, and I sure I did a sun as well.
It's at the bottom.
It's at the
Ah,
bottom. The sunrise.
beautiful.
So I definitely feel the same way with the sunrise. I
Mm.
have a harder time um, as the darker creeps in. So I'm going to try really hard to remember to keep the curtains open so I can just kind of look out the window and see the sunrise. And I
Mm.
didn't write too much on here, but I really want to incorporate. Oh, the other piece of it is as the winter comes, we tend to bundle up. And sometimes I kind of disconnect from my body. So I want to make sure I do a little something every morning to be like, my body's still here. I'm still in tune with it. Like, it's not all bundled up and wrapped up.
Oh, you're
um,
so
so
right. Yeah.
so I have some 3 poses I want to try because I think saying I'm going to actually do a whole bunch of yoga in the morning is a little bit too
Right.
ambitious. So I'm going to do happy baby. I have what's the other ones I have? Plow and shoulder stand. And
Ooh.
I decided those 3 were going to get me to remember and ground myself in my body. So got that. Then I'm going to be using peppermint. That's my
Oh,
peppermint to wake up because the darker months also
Mm-hmm.
need a little bit of a pick me up
Pick
in the
me up.
morning. So, whether that's in tea or my morning shower, I just purchased some peppermint shampoo and peppermint infused what's it called? Conditioner, not
Yeah.
coconut oil.
Yeah.
I do have peppermint infused coconut oil as well
Mm.
that I made, but which I guess I could try some more for
Yeah.
some lotion. Yeah, so that's that piece of it, and then I do have some vocal play up here.
Vocal play.
And my ritual was to either do a little tune every day or land a tune of this is my song to start
Mm-hmm.
the day. What I noticed, especially when you talk about the routines changing, so my routine changed drastically the beginning of the school year because my husband went back to work after a heart transplant surgery recovery. So it's quiet here now in the morning, some mornings. And I realize sometimes I go to work and I haven't talked to anyone. And the first time I talk to someone is the first time I'm talking for the day. So I want to make that release in the morning deliberate and mine. So that's the kind of vocal play I'm going to do to start my day.
I like that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's powerful to hear your own voice, and just to speak for yourself. That's something I have been playing with. So I think that's really neat that you're gonna like vocalize just for yourself. I think a lot of people hold in their voice because there's no one around to hear it, but there is someone
Yes.
around.
And it's so healing. And I mean, I drew the shower because that's, for me, that's just like it's a sacred shower
Oh my God.
cocoon.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like my special place. And so it's going to be my reminder for my peppermint, for my vocal play, if I haven't done it yet. Definitely not going to be doing yoga in the shower, but but everything else, that's like my special place to remember
Right.
that ritual.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah. My morning in the bathroom is it's like its own routine. It's like
Right?
it's
The
very
temple.
sacred. I even
Mhm.
feel grounded just going in there. Like I've definitely created it to be a sacred space. Maybe it's our water signs. We're like,
Definitely.
where's the shower?
To be under the water,
Yeah.
to be immersed in water. Yes.
Yeah.
Every day.
I love it. I love it. And the peppermint. I dried peppermint this year for the first time. I'd really love to infuse some oil, and that sounds beautiful.
Well, it's interesting too because, we've talked about my not smelling at all, born without a scent of smell. And
Mm-hmm.
peppermint is actually that and nail polish remover, but I choose peppermint. is the only thing that I can sense. So
Right.
it's
Like the
it's just
menthol.
So it is a nice wake me up
Mm-hmm.
kind of feel.
Love
So yeah, and Candace says peppermint, the sacred oil. I have so much on. It's burning my eyes. Yes. That was happening to me today too. I was like, I love it.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
wow,
missing
such
it now.
strength.
I think
Hmm.
I think Amjad had his first peppermint mocha today because now that they're out. There's something
Peppermint
about this time of
time.
year and peppermint that people crave, and then like pumpkin, and it's so interesting what we crave, what we want.
Seasonal cravings.
Seasonal cravings.
Mm-hmm.
Cravings. Well, that's beautiful. I love this. I love that we
This
both
is
have a sun
wonderful.
in the same place. Sunrise.
So
I put it
bright.
down there because I want to really experience the sunrise.
Yeah.
Really do. So cool. So let's see. So next week, we are going to be looking at the evening ritual.
Yes. What would we need an evening ritual to match the morning rituals.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's cool because, like, as I change the morning, it's definitely going to change what I want to do in the evening. So we'll see. See what happens next.
I like
Very
it.
cool.
I like it.
I love
Yay.
it. Well, any other comments? We have waves. Yes, water. We have three mermaids in the cocoon right now.
Yes.
Three of us. So sweet. So I guess that's it for today. Shall we do our oh yeah, love these pinning by my bed to remember. Great. That's
I'm
great.
gonna do
Yeah.
that too. I even labeled it at the bottom.
Oh
I'm
nice.
like, morning ritual in case you forget.
Oh, I think I'll put mine in
This
my
is it.
bathroom then. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. That's awesome. Yeah.
Mm.
To new morning rituals and
Mhm.
a beautiful moving forward with autumn. Yeah.
And to our new cocooners for joining us. We
Yes.
look forward to cocooning with you all
Yes.
as we journey
Yeah.
together.
It's been really fun.
Mm.
All right. With love and transformation.
From our cocoon to yours. Bye.
Bye.